Right now in Florida, Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in the hot seat. He's facing a federal judge in Miami in a courtroom to testify, and it's because of his ties to this man you see there. That's his longtime friend and former Florida Congressman David Rivera. Important to note, Rubio is not being charged with a crime, but his former housemate Rivera is being accused of pocketing $50 million to secretly lobby on behalf of the Venezuelan government during President Trump's first term. Rivera is charged with failing to register as a foreign agent and money laundering. Live outside that courtroom in Miami is CBS News correspondent Cristian Benavides. Cristian, good to see you today. This is the first time we've seen a sitting member of the president's cabinet take the stand in a criminal trial since 1983. So can you walk us through how we got to this point?
Right, Mugo, this is not something that normally happens, and we should importantly note, as you noted, that Secretary of State Marco Rubio is not accused of any wrongdoing in this case. He is just being called to testify as a witness, but still it is truly remarkable that in the middle of a war in the Middle East, with Cuba on the brink of collapse, and with everything going on, that you have the Secretary of State here testifying in a criminal trial where his close friend is accused of having leveraged that position to secure a $50 million contract from the Venezuelan government. Former Congressman David Rivera, who, by the way, was all smiles prior to going into the courthouse. I spoke to him briefly. I asked Rivera how he was feeling. He said, speak to me, after today's proceedings, and I'll tell you how I'm feeling about the trial. Rivera is accused of money laundering and not registering as a foreign agent while acting on behalf of Venezuela. Okay, so why is Rubio testifying in all of this? Well, he held two meetings with Rivera back in July of 2017 about Venezuela. Now, Rubio testified that Rivera said that he could produce a letter from Nicolas Maduro, the Venezuelan leader, announcing that he would step down and hold free and fair elections. Now, obviously, that never panned out. The Secretary of State testified today about those two meetings and about his relationship with Rivera. That testimony, by the way, is still ongoing.
And Cristian, what has Rubio said about his connection to the former congressman, and what can we expect to come next in this trial?
Well, Rubio said that the two were close friends, friendship that dates back into the 90s. He was called to take the stand around 10 a.m. He was wearing a light blue tie and a dark blue suit. Now, there were laughs in the room when he was asked if he was employed by the prosecutor in charge. Rubio responded, "I have two jobs. I am the Secretary of State and also the President's National Security Advisor." He also testified about the friendship, saying that the two were very good friends, a friendship that goes back to the 90s. He also testified that he was unaware that Rivera had been working on behalf of the Venezuelan government, as the U.S. alleges. The U.S. government says that Rivera had this $50 million contract with Venezuela, and he had been paid out in total about $20 to $23 million of that. Rivera, for his part, denies any wrongdoing. Muga?
Okay, we'll see how it all plays out. Cristian Benavides in Miami for us today. Thank you so much.